Tyler Lawson was the star quarterback everyone admired, and Emily Hartman was the girlfriend who seemed to have it all but behind closed doors. Their perfect image hid a dark and deadly secret that would shock the entire campus. Tyler Lawson was the golden boy of his college campus. A star running back on the football team, he had everything a young athlete could dream of: speed, skill, and the kind of charm that made people believe he could do no wrong. From a small town, he had fought his way onto the team through sheer determination, late-night practices, and relentless focus. On the surface, Tyler's life seemed flawless: the spotlight of the stadium lights, interviews with local media, and a scholarship that promised a bright future. Everyone admired him, from teammates to professors, and his social media feeds painted a picture of happiness and success. Standing by his side was Emily Hartman, a college junior known for her artistic talent and gentle nature. They seemed like the perfect couple: Tyler, the charismatic athlete, Emily, the soft-spoken creative, and together they embodied the campus ideal of young love. But beneath the polished exterior, cracks were beginning to show. Close friends had noticed Tyler's temper flare over seemingly minor things. A missed text or a delayed response from Emily could set him off, leaving her anxious and withdrawn. Emily, who had once been outgoing and cheerful, started declining invitations to hang out with friends and rarely attended campus events. While Tyler maintained his charm publicly, behind closed doors he exerted a quiet, controlling influence over her life. Friends who tried to intervene were met with excuses or dismissals, and the tension between the couple remained largely hidden from view. It was a cold October evening when Emily failed to come home. At first, her absence was attributed to her busy schedule or a late-night visit to a friend's house. But as hours turned into a full day, worry grew, and Emily's family reported her missing. The news spread quickly across the campus, sending shockwaves through students and faculty alike. Tyler's image as a flawless athlete was immediately put under scrutiny. The police began a search, tracing her last known movements, and questions arose about what had really been happening in the Lawson-Hartman relationship. In the days leading up to her disappearance, subtle patterns emerged that, in hindsight, painted a chilling picture. Late-night arguments, controlling texts, and moments of intense jealousy hinted at deeper issues no one had fully understood. The perfect couple that everyone admired was far from perfect, and the story of Tyler Lawson and Emily Hartman was about to take a dark and unexpected turn that would captivate the campus, the media, and eventually the nation. The morning after Emily's disappearance, the campus was in shock. Flyers with her photo were plastered on bulletin boards, social media feeds flooded with messages of concern, and students whispered anxiously in dorm hallways. Police quickly discovered Emily's car abandoned in a remote parking lot near the edge of town. Inside, personal items like her purse and a jacket were left behind, as if she had vanished in a hurry. Her phone, once a lifeline to friends and family, had been wiped clean, erasing any clue of her last conversations. Each discovery added layers of mystery and tension, leaving everyone wondering if Emily had run away, been kidnapped, or met something far worse. Authorities began tracing her last known movements, piecing together surveillance footage from nearby stores and gas stations. A pattern emerged that painted a troubling picture. Tyler's car had been spotted near the area around the same time Emily disappeared. Initially, some dismissed it as coincidence, but investigators began to suspect that the charming athlete might not have been the innocent boyfriend he appeared to be. Friends and classmates came forward, recalling moments that seemed trivial at the time: Emily flinching at Tyler's sudden anger, canceled plans, and tense phone calls, but in hindsight, they hinted at a relationship strained by fear and control. The more investigators dug, the more contradictions surfaced. Tyler maintained that he had spent the evening alone studying in his dorm, yet phone records placed him near the park where Emily had vanished. Social media activity revealed that he had deleted messages with Emily in the hours before her disappearance. Each detail, small on its own, began to create a troubling web of inconsistencies. As the search intensified, the campus community grew restless. Students organized search parties, while local media picked up the story, broadcasting updates and interviews with friends and neighbors. What had started as a missing person report quickly became a high-profile investigation. Rumors and suspicions spread like wildfire, and Tyler, once celebrated as the golden boy of the football team, found himself under an unrelenting spotlight. Beneath the surface, detectives sensed that this was not a simple disappearance. The combination of Tyler's proximity, the abandoned car, and Emily's missing belongings suggested a calculated scenario. What had once seemed like a normal college romance was now a puzzle fraught with tension, fear, and unanswered questions. With each passing hour, the mystery deepened, leaving everyone on edge, waiting for the first major breakthrough that might reveal the chilling truth behind Emily Hartman's sudden vanishing. A week into Emily's disappearance, the investigation took a shocking turn. Police had interviewed dozens of students, friends, and neighbors, but one tip changed everything. A neighbor recalled seeing Tyler's car parked near a dumpster behind the apartment complex the night Emily vanished. The description was vague at first, but detectives decided it was worth investigating. When they searched the area, they discovered several of Emily's personal items: her wallet, a notebook, and a scarf discarded as if someone wanted to erase all traces of her. The scene sent chills through the investigation team. It was clear that this was no ordinary missing person case. Further examination of Tyler's digital footprint revealed encrypted messages he had sent to a friend days before Emily's disappearance. The messages were disturbing, containing references to making her disappear and hints of controlling behavior that escalated over time. Investigators began to understand a pattern that had gone unnoticed by friends and faculty alike. Tyler's obsession with Emily had grown increasingly dangerous. Every text, every late-night message, and every tense interaction was now a critical piece of evidence in a story that had taken a deadly turn. For the campus community, the revelations were shocking. Social media feeds flooded with speculation as students pieced together the fragments of Emily's final days. Photos of the couple that once symbolized young love now carried a haunting undertone. Everyone who had admired Tyler began to question their perceptions of him. How could a star athlete, someone trusted and admired, be capable of such sinister planning? Detectives also uncovered subtle, previously overlooked signs of control. Friends recounted how Tyler had dictated Emily's schedule, monitored her interactions, and manipulated her emotions in ways that had seemed innocent at the time. These seemingly small actions, when viewed in context, painted a disturbing picture of coercion and premeditation. Meanwhile, the search for Emily intensified. Police combed through nearby parks, wooded areas, and abandoned buildings, hoping to find any clue to her whereabouts. Each lead was meticulously followed, yet the pieces of the puzzle remained incomplete. The tension on campus grew unbearable, as students and faculty waited anxiously for answers. The combination of Tyler's suspicious behavior, the recovered personal items, and the incriminating digital evidence transformed the investigation from a missing person case into a criminal inquiry. The narrative had shifted. Tyler Lawson, once celebrated as a rising star, was now the central figure in a story of obsession, control, and potential violence. The shocking possibility that Emily's disappearance was not accidental loomed large, leaving the community and investigators on edge, bracing for the revelations yet to come. The investigation reached a critical point when law enforcement executed search warrants at both Tyler's dorm room and his family home. The evidence they uncovered painted a chilling picture of premeditation. In his dorm, detectives found personal journals detailing Tyler's obsessive thoughts about Emily, photographs of private moments the couple had shared, and notes that suggested he had been carefully plotting to control her life. At his family home, authorities discovered digital backups of encrypted messages and videos that corroborated the pattern of manipulation and coercion. Each new piece of evidence deepened the sense of shock, revealing a side of Tyler that no one on campus had imagined. The arrest itself sent ripples across the community. Students and faculty struggled to reconcile the image of the star athlete with the allegations he now faced. Prosecutors presented a timeline that suggested Tyler had meticulously planned each step of Emily's disappearance, from manipulating her schedule to creating alibis and deleting messages that could connect him to the crime. The courtroom became a stage where Tyler's dual-life publicly admired athlete and alleged orchestrator of a young woman's vanishing was exposed for all to see. The arrest also revealed the sophistication of his attempts to cover his tracks. Tyler had gone to lengths to remove digital evidence, monitor communications, and mislead friends and neighbors. Even casual observers had missed subtle signs, such as the late-night text patterns and sudden mood swings that now seem sinister in retrospect. The evidence showed that this was not a crime of passion or a momentary lapse in judgment. It was carefully executed, with an alarming level of calculation. As prosecutors outlined the case, the campus community faced the reality of betrayal by someone they had trusted and celebrated. Tyler's teammates, coaches, and friends were forced to confront unsettling questions about how well they really knew him. Media coverage intensified, and the story quickly escalated beyond local headlines. Emily's disappearance, once a mysterious and tragic event, had become a cautionary tale of manipulation, obsession, and the dangerous extremes that can hide behind charm and talent. Despite the arrest, unanswered questions lingered. Authorities continued to investigate every lead, hoping to uncover the full scope of what had happened that night. Meanwhile, the community struggled to process the shocking turn of events, grappling with grief, anger, and disbelief. The narrative of Tyler Lawson had shifted completely from the golden boy of college football to a central figure in a chilling criminal investigation, leaving a lasting mark on everyone who had believed in his public image. The trial of Tyler Lawson became one of the most talked about cases in the region, drawing attention from national media and casting a long shadow over the campus. Inside the courtroom, prosecutors laid out a meticulous case, revealing the full extent of Tyler's obsession and manipulation. The evidence included detailed journals, encrypted messages, and photographs, all painting a portrait of a young man whose public persona as a charismatic athlete hid a dangerous and controlling personality. Each revelation sent shockwaves through the community, leaving friends, classmates, and faculty struggling to reconcile the Tyler they knew with the person described in court. Emily's family, devastated but determined, attended every hearing, clinging to hope that justice would be served. The trial unearthed stories of subtle intimidation, emotional manipulation, and premeditated actions that had gone unnoticed by those around Tyler. Witnesses recounted incidents that, at the time, had seemed minor, a harsh word, a controlling text, but in court, these moments revealed a consistent pattern of coercion that ultimately contributed to Emily's tragic fate. For the first time, the public began to see how a relationship that appeared normal and loving on the surface could conceal dangerous depths. The prosecution argued that Tyler had gone to extreme lengths to cover up his actions, attempting to erase any evidence linking him to Emily's disappearance. Investigators testified about his efforts to manipulate friends, create false alibis, and delete digital trails. The calculated nature of his behavior left the courtroom stunned, demonstrating a level of planning that made the crime all the more horrifying. Each piece of evidence highlighted a chilling duality: a talented athlete admired by many, and an individual capable of extreme deceit and control. After weeks of testimony, the jury reached a verdict. Tyler Lawson was found guilty of charges related to Emily's death. The conviction brought a sense of closure to some, but the aftermath left lingering questions for everyone involved. How could a young man, celebrated for his athletic prowess and charm, harbor such dangerous tendencies? Were there warning signs that had been overlooked? The campus, while beginning to heal, remained scarred by the incident, serving as a stark reminder that appearances can be deceiving. Emily's life, full of potential and promise, was tragically cut short. But her story became a powerful lesson about the hidden dangers that can exist behind seemingly perfect relationships. Tyler's fall from grace was a cautionary tale, illustrating how charisma and public admiration can mask obsession and violence. Even as the trial ended, the memory of Emily Hartman lingered in the hearts of those who knew her, a testament to her life and the warning signs that went unheeded. Her story would not be forgotten, and the chilling events surrounding Tyler Lawson's actions would continue to resonate for years to come.